Governor Newsom ending some state water restrictions after all the rain and snow we've seen, but the governor did not declare an end to the drought officially.
Are we out of the drought? Is the drought over in the state of California? And what I want to affirm your instinct that it should be, it feels like it is and continues to be complicated.
It's complicated, the governor says. The governor says while the rain and snow has replenished the state's reservoirs, some parts of the state are still dealing with the lingering effects of years of drought.
And KCRA3's Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala was there for an update from state officials today. She joins us now live from the newsroom. Ashley, what are all the takeaways here?
Lisa and Ty, state leaders are not yet ready to declare an end to drought, as you mentioned, but they are ready to roll back some drought-related rules that have been in place. Now, Governor Gavin Newsom made this announcement on a farm in Yolo County today that's helped redirect and reuse water. There, he said he will no longer ask Californians across the state to cut back their water use by 15%. That was part of an order he issued in 2021. Newsom also announced he will ease a requirement for local water agencies that were setting limits or rules for customers. Now, the state is also going to significantly increase the amount of water its systems provide to agencies that serve about 27 million people.
Answer the question, are we out of a drought? Mostly, but not completely. Conditions have radically changed throughout the state, but not enough in places like Klamath and around the Colorado River Basin to call for the end of the drought in California. In every other part of the state, substantial improvements with one major exception, and it's what brings us out here today, and that's the issue of groundwater. And that's why it's incumbent upon us to continue to maintain our vigilance and maintain some provisions of the executive order to allow for fast tracking of groundwater replenishment projects, stormwater capture, and recycling programs.
So drought-related orders that will remain in place are mainly for communities still experiencing those water shortages further north in California and south, areas that rely on, as the governor mentioned, the Klamath or Colorado River Basin, and parts of the state that don't have access to drinking water. Now, the only statewide ban the governor put into effect during the drought was on watering decorative lawns and grass for businesses and institutions. Newsom said today that rule will stay in place for now.
So with the heavy snowpack and the swollen rivers likely this spring and summer, how is the state preparing for all of that? Yeah,
we posed that question to the governor, and he noted that this is something his administration is mapping out right now, bracing for challenging conditions that could come with that snowmelt. He said it's also part of the reason he actually wants to keep some of these executive orders in place to give the state the flexibility to protect and respond to those threats when temperatures do warm up. Ty and Lisa.
All right, thanks for following up on all that, Ashley. Appreciate it.